Hello, I'm Julia Cordova. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel and liking my videos. I really appreciate it. This week, I've seen a lot of articles about a coming correction or crash, the fact that Warren hasn't put all of his money in, and those sorts of things. And that doesn't concern me at all. What concerns me is that usually when those articles come out, and this is like a weekly thing, people are like, do you think this is the big one? Should I be concerned? Sometimes I have people calling me and say, I read an article on the internet. What concerns me this week is that a lot of people have posted those articles on Twitter and just been like, psh, come on, that's just not possible. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. That's bad. They're trying to be Cordova and they're doing it all wrong. The problem is when you scoff at things like that, when you think something's not possible, when you say openly, nope, not gonna happen, that is precisely when something happens. And it's not like they could still be right. The market could absolutely go to all-time highs before anything happens. The problem is the market has a way of humbling even the best of us and making even people who are right look wrong before they are right. So I've got my bear antennas up just a little bit, and it doesn't mean that something's going to happen this week. It just means that I'm just extremely concerned with the number of people who are not concerned. And I wanted to say, someone sent me, one of the glitterati, one of my favorite glitterati, sent me a neon sign, says no financial advice, which I have not hung yet. I'm super excited to hang it. I just don't know how. So I'm going to have to be nice to somebody in order for them to help me hang it and figure out, how to look more professional. I don't know if that actually makes me look less professional. I don't even care. I like it, so I'm going to put it up. Anyway, all right, let's look at charts. Whoop! All right. Let's look at the weekly first. So we formed a multi-week bull flag here, and this past week broke out of it just a little bit. Wasn't a super strong breakout if you look at the range of the week, but it was a really nice close. You can see we closed towards the high. Still under the ambulance RSI resistance, so I'm not all in yet, if you will, in the fact that we're actually going any higher. But we'll see if we can get past this ambulance resistance. And no, I don't know what price that is. I'll pay a little bit more attention to it. Let's see. It looks like it's a little bit above this price. It looks like it's probably, and I'm just guessing, it's probably somewhere around 3,200. Let's look at the daily and see whether or not we can glean some more information. Okay, so on Twitter, I posted about this big old bull flag a little while ago, and then last week I posted about the mini bull flag that has been formed off of this maxi bull flag, if you will. And we are still not to the finish line price resistance. I started to get a little bit, just a titch. Well, I said burn it all down, but I am a titch bearish at this point. However, I'm not trading full speed bearish yet because we haven't actually had any confirmation. So I was trying to short pops in the NASDAQ. So why was I doing that? Because everybody and their brother at this point are like, we're going to all-time highs, and we might. But whenever again, like a lot of people are saying something, the market has a way of even making people who are right look wrong before they're right, and just screwing everybody basically. So if I'm looking purely at this chart, we did break out of this bull flag at the end of the day on Friday. And the measured move from this would be above 3,200, which is sort of what we were talking about. But this 3,200 level should provide some amount of resistance if we reach it this week. So on the daily here, I was looking at this earlier, and I was looking at the RSI here from this candle, which was the start of the top of the pole, if you will, to this candle. It's higher, but the RSI is actually lower. So is that is that, what's it called? Oh my God, guys, I'm like really dumb right now. The divergence. Oh my God. Is that, I should not have had the 2 Bloody Marys this morning. That was bad. I don't normally do that. I normally don't have anything, I promise, before I do these videos. And I tried to wait as long as I could. Anyway, is it divergence? I don't know yet. Here's why. Because if this week ends higher and the RSI is then higher, then that divergence, or what looks like divergence now, will have been negated. So people who are pointing out divergence now are actually just a little premature, just a titch. It might be if we go lower this week, but if we go higher, the divergence is canceled. Okay, let's go quick to gold here. This channel that I drew in, thankfully I got unlazy, but anyway, we ended the week at the support for this channel, and as long as it stays above this channel, everything's smooth. But at this point, it does actually, and you know what? I might have drawn in, I was looking at this, I don't know. You know, it never got to this. Maybe I should have drawn this channel line a little lower. And if I had, that would make the measured move from this bottom of this channel, it would make it a little bit smaller, so that basically it could exit this channel even starting on Sunday night, which is in 1 minute. Oh my God. And bounce off of this RSI, or not, bounce off of these gap resistances that I'd marked. So basically, if it does exit this, I'm gonna make sure that I mean, it looks like I drew it wrong right now, but I will figure it out for those who are actively trading gold. So the triggers, I would say, is if it gets below this 1800-ish level, that might be a good scalp short, you know, quick and easy. And then if it doesn't, then we'll continue to, of course, go higher. And I would aim for approximately, and this is one of those things, I don't know how people do this, about 1860 or so, ish, before I would look for down. So we'll see what happens here. Either immediately down, a nice scalp short maybe, or up, and away. And we'll see what happens. Okay, let's go to silver. You know, not a real, I mean, sure, it rejected the big rocket like we thought it would, like it should, honestly. Like, one thing we don't want to have happen is what happened before, when it got above here and did a false breakout. Remember I even said it on Twitter. I was like, nah, get out of there. You know, you can short the crap out of something that does a false breakdown, or false breakout. I don't think this qualifies as that at all. It just looks like, you know, my lines aren't perfect. What? Anyway, it just looks like it reached resistance here, rejection. The most bullish thing that could happen, quite frankly, would be just some very tight consolidation before it really breaks the F out. And that actually lines up with the RSI, right? If it boop. I mean, it's just, it looks good. Now it's also got what looks like, though, if I'm trying to be unbiased here, it looks like it's got, let's see, it does look like it's got some divergence here from this past peak here to when it touched the rocket. So we'll have to watch out for that. If it does and kind of comes back down, I will certainly buy more of it because I like it and I'm bullish it. But it might come back down, and I think that would be actually a good opportunity. And I will say if I buy more or what I do. But we'll watch that. I also do like 3 points of divergence. I was just sloppily trying to figure out whether or not this was it. I don't know. That's really tough. I was trying to think if this was the 3rd point of divergence, in which case maybe it's a good short. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. But you know, this interim resistance here, this is a good level to watch. It's 1915 or so, and you know, it might be some good scalps in the meantime. But consolidation here, tight consolidation, very bullish. Okay, let's look at crude. So this last week, it looks like, unless it already started and it's doing the thing, I might have. But anyway, basically above this rocket line, and I think I say this here, it's going to be super bullish above 42.61 or so, and I will take that trade because it's starting to do things I like. And if not, you know, it's got some MAs to hold it up. But so far, all it's done is shoot up, kind of. I don't know if that's a bull flag or not. People would just say it's bullish consolidation, and hasn't really reached above 42.61 yet. So we'll see. If it gets above 42.61, I'll definitely take a bit more look at it. And same here. This is actually 41.61 is the key right now. So above 41.61 on the 4-hour, probably a squeeze here. So the 4-hour is kind of giving us some love-ins here. RSI looks okay. A nice bounce back to this blue dotted line. I might buy the crap out of it. I might. I'll have to see. If RSI and price support line up, I'm going to go back to being all oily again. It looks like it's acting well now as opposed to before. So yeah, it's acting well. It's not acting unwell anymore. It's also just doing a curve thing. I haven't drawn in any of those curves. Some of you do. I wonder what's going on there. That probably means that if it is a curve and it escapes that curve, it's going to go whoop. We'll have to see. All right, Nete. I drew in another key line here because this was the original key. I had moved the key back down to here, but this was the original key. And if it does, I think, get above 1.98 again, it's going to be extraordinarily bullish, at least I think, to the 2.17 line or so. But we'll see. So, you know, Natty is very hard to trade. But if it does get above first this gap here, which is the 1.089, 1.809, I think that will be bullish to the pink, which would be, I don't know, it depends on when it gets above it. But first things first, if it doesn't just go down, then I'll be watching 1.809, and we'll go from there. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and liking my, I gotta make it big again. Oh, anyway, just thank you so much for watching and liking my videos. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great week. Let's make some money. Okay, bye.